Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about the Dak Prescott contract, the looming contract. Is serious? Boom. Got more time, baby. All right, so this is all the talk, all the jazz around Cowboys Nation is Dak Prescott. All right. This started kind of over the weekend, when there was a bogus news that came out. It got me too. I could have sworn it came through ESPN. I think they retracted it, but there was that rumor that he had signed a 4-year deal. Anyway, that's gone. And now here we are, Monday, and you're starting to hear that he was excluded. It was an oversight. They overlooked putting Dak Prescott in their 2021 hype video. I think it's a non-issue, but you're starting to see these little things come out, and then there's the ankle surgery. Okay, that's a non-issue supposedly, but the fact that you're having all this stuff coming out, it almost feels like the opposing sides are lobbing, missiles over each other, through the media, through social media, and that's just the nature of negotiations. I think it is negotiating. I think all of it is related, to miss to not take any of this into consideration just isn't realistic, because this is what the Cowboys do. All right, this is what they do. They, especially under Stephen Jones, it's hardball time. All right, so these sides, they're doing these little things here to try to pull some kind of leverage. All right, but for me, Dak Prescott has all the leverage here in this contract negotiation, and we're gonna go over the four options that are on the table for the Cowboys. Just as a reminder, let's go over the 2021 important dates. Okay, so take a look at this. As you can tell, the dates here for 2021, the Super Bowl just finished there on February 23rd. First day, clubs can designate franchise tag or transition players. So 23. Right now, we're sitting here on the 8th, so we got 15 days. So a little over 2 weeks, depending on when you watch this video. So it'll be here like that. We're going to be right up on it, and as far as designating the franchise tag. So I don't expect the Cowboys to designate this right off the bat, because you do have through March 9th. Okay, as you can see here, it starts on the 23rd, but the deadline to designate that tag is March 9th, but that's still a little bit of a small window. Okay, so for the Cowboys and Dak Prescott, you're hearing everything from the front office. We've heard it from last year with Stephen Jones. We want to land the plane softly and get the contract done. It didn't get done. So for me, everything that's coming out from the Cowboys, I take it with a grain of salt. At this point, I just don't believe them anymore. I don't. I'm on the side of the player, and Dak Prescott in particular. Are the Cowboys are they gonna bumble this up? I don't know. you know, they've done some weird stuff before. Do they make the contract at the 25th hour? We'll see. But let's go over the four options. Okay, the first option here, obviously, is the long-term contract. This is the ideal situation for the Cowboys moving forward with this team under Mike McCarthy in year two. With some young talent in this kind of thing. So you want to get this done. This benefits your ability to do some sort of something in free agency, or are they going to just do the same old thing and go and grab a free agent on the fourth and fifth week of the free agent wave? So if that's the case, they probably are not in any kind of rush to get a long-term deal. If they're going to just do this franchise tag and have minimal money, they will be fourth and fifth week players. You can forget about the pre tampering window. They won't be any they won't be players in that. They won't be players in week 1, week 2. It's gonna be the same old. So if they franchise tag Dak, that's what they're gonna do in free agency. They won't be players. All right, and here we go again. Okay, so you want to get that long-term contract done, free up more money, and obviously you can free up money with kicking cans down the road with some of these other contracts on other players. But it is what it is. They can find money to spend if they want, but ideally you want the long-term deal. I think the contention here with the long-term contract is Dak Prescott wants a short-term deal, 4-year deal. Cowboys want something more long-term, 5 years, maybe more, like a legacy contract that they gave Tyron Smith. And that was a mistake. From a business side, Tyron Smith should not have signed that. I mean, the money that these guys are getting paid, it changes every couple of years. It goes up exponentially. So the contract that Dak Prescott signs now, if it's a 5 year deal, you know, it doesn't benefit him to do a long term deal. Unless this is going to be a fully guaranteed contract in this sort of thing, then that might be the route that they're going to have to go to get the 5 year deal if that's what the Cowboys are pushing. If not, this is going to be this might get crazy. Okay, so that being said, option two, the exclusive franchise tag. Okay, aka the franchise tag. So the exclusive franchise tag is basically what everybody does around the league when you want to keep a player under your umbrella. You don't want them to negotiate or anything like that. You give them the 1 year deal. And with Dak Prescott, he was franchise tag last year. So year two, it goes up even more. So his tag number will be pushing $38 million for the year. Like it's like 37.6 or something like that. So almost $38 million for the franchise tag, exclusive franchise tag. Okay. Option three would be the non-exclusive franchise tag. Okay, what is the difference between exclusive and non-exclusive? Okay, so the non-exclusive tag is you let him negotiate with other teams, and then you can match them, or you can let him sign off, but then you're gonna get compensated. Okay, so that's non-exclusive. If the Cowboys come out of this thing and say we're franchise tagging him with non-exclusive, that means he's open to negotiate with whatever. He can go to Washington, he can go to San Francisco, the Patriots. Pretty much anybody that needs a quarterback right now will be, making a hard push. The Jets, there's a lot of teams that need a quarterback right now. And for the Cowboys, you need a quarterback too. So what the heck are these guys doing? All right, what is the plan? So these guys they're playing with fire. Okay, so that's what non-exclusive is. Okay, the fourth option, tag and trade. Okay, so with the fourth option, you get into the speculation of, okay, you tag them, and then you can, make some trades here as far as, okay, we tag them, but now we're going to be in control of what we want to do as far as who we want to trade. Do we want to get 2 first-round picks, a third? Do we want to do like Matt Stafford, poke your eyes out? To me, Dak Prescott is way better than Matt Stafford, and you could garner a lot more picks. Okay, who has these picks? You got to look at some of the teams that have multiple picks this year, and where you might evaluate future seasons as far as the value of these picks. So Miami Dolphins, that's been a rumor as far as tag and trade. They have 2 first-round picks. They got one from the Texans. That's like number 4 overall. Okay, and then they have another one later down, the first round. So that might be enticing. That would be a tag and trade scenario. You tag him, you trade him. Let's say you go to Miami, you have Miami's number 4 pick via the Texans. You could take a quarterback there, and basically you would have to. At that point, you have to draft your next quarterback. Okay, and if the Cowboys believe that Mike McCarthy is this, quarterback whisperer, that he's worked with, Montana, Favre, Rodgers, Dak Prescott, these guys, if they really believe that, this might be one of the routes that they might consider. As far as, okay, McCarthy, we're gonna do this. We're gonna hand pick this quarterback. Could it be Zach Wilson? Could it be could the Cowboys flip their picks that they got in the trade to move up and get somebody like a Trevor Lawrence? Okay, that might be a pipe dream as far as getting somebody like a Trevor Lawrence. But let's keep in mind, Trevor Lawrence is doing a kind of like a pro day. I think it's like next week or something here. It's coming up soon. All 32 teams have been reported they will be there. That includes the Cowboys. So why would you go to this workout if you have no interest in Trevor Lawrence? So I think, basically they're keeping all their options open there. But tag and trade is the number 4 option, guys. So, I mean, this is where we're at right now, with about 2 weeks to go for the franchise window to open up. And, if the combine were happening this year, this is about the time that, we do hear what the number might be for, the cap. And this is also when certain deals kind of happen behind the scene. You know, when you talk about players and this types of thing, obviously, they don't want to call it tampering, but it is kind of the unsung or kind of rule that happens there at the combine. There are conversations that happen, as far as extensions and players rumored to be on the move and that kind of thing, but we don't have that this year. Okay, so will this be something that comes out of this? Once you have the cap number, do the Cowboys speed this thing up and get a deal done? If they don't, this is heading towards franchise tag, heading towards tag and trade area. At that point, like Broadus has been saying from the get-go, and shout out to Brian Broadus for saying this, if you get to March 9th and there still isn't a deal done here, you have to start scouting these quarterbacks some more, and you do have to start considering them in the mock drafts because, Mike, my Frisco Report partner, mentioned this. There have historically all these quarterbacks that have gone this franchise tag mode have left at some point. They didn't stick around with their team. Drew Brees was one of them. San Diego franchise tagged him. He ended up leaving. He went to the Saints. Okay, Kirk Cousins got back-to-back franchise tags. He ended up leaving to the Vikings. So for the Cowboys, if you're gonna go that route, you might as well get value out of this. Don't go the Kirk Cousins way and let this guy walk out the door with two back-to-back franchise tags, and then you're not gonna get anything for him. That's stupid. Okay, but this is the Cowboys front office. I don't have any faith in these guys. So guys, let me know what you guys think the Cowboys are gonna do here. What option are they gonna do? Long-term contract, exclusive franchise tag, non-exclusive? Did they let him find another team? Or do they go tag and trade? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Shout out to all my members, all my subscribers. We'll see you tomorrow for the Frisco Report. Peace, everybody.